So hello everybody, you're very welcome back to Law Hero. My name is Jen and I make videos about the law, and it is 2025. And of course, I'm going to start off the new year for my FE1 peeps. That's how I started all of this. That's how it will end. I will be talking about the FE1 on my deathbed. Yeah, year in, year out, it's just very hard not to get involved. So yeah, I'm doing a ton of FE1 lectures this year around the country. And then I said, you know what, for the people who are going to miss out on those, I'm going to do a YouTube series. So today we are talking about the one thing that will get you to pass the FE1s, which is mastering your time management. There is nothing more important than time management in the FE1. You can study all you want, but if your time management is not on point, you're going to fail that exam. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's dive into a step-by-step strategy to keep you on track and have you performing your best at the FE1. So when we talk about exam timing in the FE1, what do we mean? So if you're sitting the online exam, you will have 210 minutes in total. So you start by allocating the first 10 minutes to reading the paper. A lot of people don't even give this 10 minutes, but I'm telling you to give it 10 minutes. You use this time wisely. You highlight key terms, you understand the instructions that are given, you don't write what you want, you write what you're asked. And this is a crucial first step for the entire exam. The second thing we're going to move on to then is planning your answers. You should spend more time planning your answers than you realize. I'm not saying spend more time planning your answers than you write, but double what you're currently spending. After you select which 5 questions out of 8 you're going to do, I would allocate 5 minutes to each question for rough work. And this is essential because if you don't plan your answer out right, you're not going to get the examiner on board. So what is your approach? What are your key arguments? You have to have an argument that is backed up by case law and legislation like you would. If you organize your thoughts and if you are super organized at the start of your question, this is going to help you pass the question. If you just word vomit or word dump everything that you have in your head, you are not going to pass. So once your rough work is done, you spend 35 minutes writing each answer. Your notes that you study should be a guideline for your response, but there should be some clarity, coherence. You should address all of the question. You should be able to pivot in the exam to what is being asked, and you have to stick within the time limit. Don't get stuck on one question for too long. What typically happens is the first question people do for 40 to 45 minutes, or if it's an answer they really like, they will spend too long on it, and it is to the jeopardy of the other questions. So how do you maximize time if it's left over? If you finish a question early, I would say don't just move on. Look at your answer again, see how you can edit it. Look at it from the point of view of an examiner. Is it complete? Is it well-rounded? Is it well argued? If time permits, try and see if you've missed any errors, or is there anything, is there anything you could improve? So improve your answer rather than moving on to the next one. Rough work in the FE1 is your roadmap for your questions, rather than you don't get any marks for it, but it is essential pre-work to a good answer. So what I would do is write down key phrases, case law, arguments, and yeah, God forbid you don't finish the answer, at least it's there if the examiner is going to be nice enough to give you credit for it. I certainly wouldn't as an examiner, but yeah, because it's poor time management, but your examiner might be nicer. Then my next tip is around practice. So before the exam day, I always say this to my students: practice your timing strategy. And I used to do this with my CIPI as well. So you literally sit down and you set a timer in, the exam conditions. And the more you practice writing your answer under that time conditions, the more comfortable you will be on the day. I think I've rabbited on enough about timing now. As you can tell, if you've ever studied abroad, or if you've ever learned other legal traditions, the proof and the proof of legal theory is in the preparation. It is not in writing the answer. All the work is done up front in your preparation, how you structure an answer. Just like when you're working for a client, it is the structure of your answer where the value is. So best of luck in your exam. Please remember what I tell you. Please don't do the exam in person. Do it online because you get extra time, and you can make your answers better. You can type them. Handwriting for me is certainly a no. I would say only do the in-person exam if it is absolutely the last option you have. Best of luck, and I'll see you in the next FE1 video.